So I thought we'd do a medicine Buddha practice this morning.
Okay.
Someone, or Gary, would you mind muting yourself, please? Thank you. Okay, dokie. All right, hi Sophie, welcome. All right, so let's just... Who's that? All right, let's just settle into our meditation posture. And if you are sitting at a desk and your feet are down, make sure that your legs aren't crossed or the ankles aren't crossed. Just be in a nice parallel position, about a hip's width apart. And if you are sitting in the regular cross-legged position, you can, if you wish, put a couple of cushions underneath either knee, and this will help if you have tight hips, tight knees. And make sure you're raised 2 to 4 inches if you are in the regular cross-legged position. And if you have something behind your back, like a chair, surface, a wall, try not to lean into it too much, unless, of course, you're not very well. And I'm just going to unpin myself here and manage to lose you all in the process. Okay, just hang on 1 second. All right. Hands are in the meditation mudra, right hand nestled in the left with the thumbs touching. And imagine your spine is a string of pearls of light, stretching from the base all the way up through the crown of the head and beyond. So you can imagine like a puppeteer above you, very gently lengthening your spine. So just putting some air in between those vertebrae and just imagine you're coaxing the muscles along the back of the spine to relax. And just feel yourselves become a little taller. Your shoulders are aligned with your hips, and the head is just very slightly tipped forward, so hinging from the back of the neck, the top of the neck, putting a little bit of length in the back of the neck. And the eyes are down, looking along the length of the nose, at a spot about 2 inches ahead of you if they were open. Tip of the tongue is on the roof of the mouth, and relax the jaw. And let's just bring our awareness to the crown of the head and relax the scalp and the forehead and the eyes, back of the eye, and the nose, the cheeks, the area around the mouth, and the lips can be slightly apart here. And bring your awareness to the back of the head and relax the scalp there. And the ears, the inner ear, and the temples, and the jaw, back of the tongue. And move down to the back of the neck and just release any tension there. And relax your shoulders and allow your shoulder blades to drop down. And relax the middle of the back, the upper thoracic. Relax the throat and the chest and the belly, limbs, hands, fingers, and feet and toes. And bring the mind to the breath. Noticing the sensation of the air as you're inhaling and exhaling, slightly cooler as you're breathing in. And if there are any sounds in your environment, just allow those sounds to be there. And notice what catches your attention. Maybe if you're not sure what the sound is, are you going off to investigate with your mind? So just allow the sounds to be there without you investigating, without engaging. Bringing the mind back to the breath. And then notice your thoughts as they arise, abide, and fall or dissolve. And try not to engage, or judge your thoughts, or criticize yourself, or follow a story, or a fantasy. Just keep bringing the mind back to the breath and allow some space in between your thoughts. This helps in a way to prevent all those stories. And we can just set ourselves on the bank of the river and imagine that's our river of mental moments. And we can just watch them flow by as an objective observer. While you're sitting on the bank of that river, you're free from the river. So bring the mind back to the breath. And then think of the people of your life. The ones you love. Your besties, your family, your spouses and children and relatives, dear friends at work or school. And then there's those people in our lives who we have a little bit more difficulty with. And then there's our strangers. And they pass through our lives fleetingly every single day, sometimes more strangers than others. But we have very little thought or concern for them. Most of our concern is for our loved ones. But just imagine that these friends and enemies and strangers, they can all change place at any time. And they may have in your life, maybe even this week. And they're all deserving of our equal concern. Why? Because the friend, the enemy, and the stranger, they all wish to be happy, just like you. And they all wish to be free from problems, just like you. And they all have this really incredible capacity for this enlightened mind, just like you. So I think we'll do this meditation this morning. We'll start with our 9-round breathing, then move to a little meditation on Medicine Buddha. So just to remind everyone, as you're breathing in through the right nostril, blissful, radiant white light, and pausing at the top of the breath, then breathing out through the left nostril, all this kind of attachment energy, and grasping and neediness and wanting things, not feeling like you're enough, not feeling you've done enough. And breathe out as thick black yucky smoke. That disappears into space, and you do that 3 times. Then breathe in through the left, blissful, radiant white light, and pause at the top of the breath. And then breathe out through the right, all your anger energy, and depression, and jealousy, and bitterness, and grudges, and all these kind of really heavy things that we get when we get all kind of stirred up. Breathe that out as thick black yucky smoke, and do that 3 times. Then breathing in through both nostrils, blissful, radiant white light, and just pause briefly at the top of the breath, and then breathe out all of this ignorance, not knowing the way things truly exist, not understanding. And it's mainly referring to not understanding emptiness, karma, dependent arising, cause and effect, and do that 3 times. So we'll do 3 sets of 3 in our own time. So when you're finished, just bring your mind back to the breath and just feel. Now imagine Medicine Buddha above the crown of your head, a couple of inches, several centimeters. He's facing the same direction as you and sitting on a moon disk, which is resting in the center of an open lotus. His legs are crossed in the full lotus position. That's 1 foot over the opposite thigh, each foot over the opposite thigh. And his body is made of this royal blue light, similar to sapphire. And every aspect of the visualization is made of light and radiates light. And you can also imagine, if you have a teacher, this is the mind of that person manifesting in this form for your benefit. It just makes it a little bit more personal for us. His hand rests on his right knee in the gesture of granting sublime realizations, and holds the stem of an aurora plant, which must be like a medicine plant, between his thumb and first finger. His left hand in his lap is in the gesture of concentration, so like the meditation mudra we've just done. And he's holding a bowl made of sapphire, so it's light and blue, and it's filled with nectar. This nectar is the medicine for curing all of our illnesses and our hindrances, our negative states of mind. He's wearing the saffron robes of a monk and has all the signs and marks of a fully enlightened Buddha. And his face is peaceful and smiling. And he's looking at all living beings in the universe with compassion and kindness. He's looking at you with compassion and kindness, really pleased and very happy you're here. And however it is you've shown up this morning, whether you're tired or busy this afternoon for Anna, whether you're feeling unwell, it's all good, it's all okay, it's totally fine. There's no judgment. So just try and settle into this image, with this image of this Buddha above the crown of your head. And if visualization is difficult for you, you can just imagine blue light. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. To the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Supreme Assembly, by my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Excuse me, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. To the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Supreme Assembly, by my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. To the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Supreme Assembly, by my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. So there's a very sweet prayer here called the Four Immeasurables, so we'll do that. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. So you can think about all the people of your life, because generally we just think about the people we love. We try and think about everyone. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. And may all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment and anger, and these ideas that hold some close and others distant. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, medicine guru, king of sapphire light, I prostrate, go for refuge and make offerings. May your vow to benefit sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. So just imagine infinite rays of radiant white light flowing from the heart and body of the medicine Buddha. And this light fills you completely, and it's purifying all disease and afflictions and the cause of these problems, the negative karma and delusions and mental obscurations. And imagine these negativities leave your body in the form of thick black liquid like engine oil, and your body becomes as clean and clear as crystal. And you can imagine also that all the sentient beings around you, the people of your life, are also being purified in the same way as we recite the mantra. So we'll do this mantra 7 times. So just imagine light flowing into you and purifying you, this white light, with this mantra. Om Taya Ta Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samangate Soha Taya Ta Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samangate Soha Taya Ta Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samangate Soha Taya Ta Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samangate Soha Taya Ta Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samangate Soha Taya Ta Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samangate Soha Taya Ta Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samangate Soha. Imagine you're purified completely and your body feels blissful and light. Now as we recite the mantra again, imagine this time golden light flowing from Medicine Buddha's heart, pouring into you through your crown, filling you completely. And this time bringing you all the realizations of the path to enlightenment, all the excellent, pure qualities of all the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas. As we recite the mantra, Om Taya Da Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samangate Soha Taya Ta Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Rajasamangate Soha Tayatahom 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 Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Rajasamangate Soha. And imagine that you and all the beings of your life, all sentient beings, have actually received all these excellent qualities, and you've received all the blessings and the inspiration of the Medicine Buddha. And now imagine that the Medicine Buddha melts into light and just kind of absorbs into you through your crown and comes to your heart, and your mind becomes one with all the minds of the enlightened Buddhas. And just for a moment, allow your mind to rest in a space that's completely clear and peaceful and free from its usual busy thoughts. And feel this is your true nature. This is who you really are. So let's just dedicate all the merit and the positive energy that we've created this morning, so it might bring true physical, mental, emotional health and happiness to all the beings of our life, and by extension all sentient beings. Okay, everybody, thank you so very much for joining. Lots of love. Thank you for hosting, Greg. And I'll see some of you tonight. Okay, lots of love, everybody. Thank you. Stay safe. Keep out of trouble.